Hi everyone, Miku here. With most of Winter 2026 anime wrapping up in the next 2 weeks, I thought I'd go through what I'll be watching. Wait, what do you mean Steel Ball Run's already out? Ugh, Netflix. This past winter season has been one of the most stacked seasons I've experienced in a long time. After years of only one or two shows per season, I thought I was growing out of the medium. But anime is back, baby. This is the first time in years I had more shows on my watch list than I could watch. I was watching 8 shows this season. And I actually have a few shows left over that I plan to get to. Another thing to note of is the variety of genres we got this past season. There's more shoujo than ever before, plus a josei. It's like the anime industry suddenly woke up and realized, hey, you know the demographic that's been financially funding our shonens? How about we produce, shows that were originally catered to their demographic? Jokes aside, I think this is a step in a good direction. There are a lot of great stories from female authors that should be unearthed and adapted. And there's a lot of shoujos and joseis I believe all genders would enjoy. Enough preamble, let's take a look at my anime list. If I remember correctly, I already have 3 or 4 anime I'm planning to watch, but it's probably not as stacked of a season as Winter was. Now, right off the bat, we have 3 sequels. I watched a few episodes of ReZero and the first season of Slime. I think, in general, most isekais are just not for me, so I'm skipping these. Ooh, Witch Hat Atelier. I've always heard great things about the manga, so I was pretty excited when this was announced. So this is already on my list. But the fact that this is produced by, Bug Films is a little bit worrying. Plus, it has been pushed back due to production issues. The original art is exquisite based on the images I've seen online, so I'm not holding it against the studio for not being able to reproduce the same exact beauty. But I also do hope the animation quality won't detract from the story. I'm just going to watch a PV because I don't want to be spoiled too much on what the show is about.
This one.
遠い昔、魔法は特別なものじゃなかった。
Wait, I know that voice. That's Hanae Natsuki.
魔法使いたちの絶対の秘密。
Ooh, I love the music.
魔法使いである証。
The animation looks pretty good.
慣れるのが大事。繰り返し練習。頑張れ。
Wait, is that Bump of Chicken?
そうやって身につけた君の力は絶対に君を裏切らないからね。
私にできることはできない子が嫌いなの。ありがとうって言われるの大好きなの。良い魔法は良い睡眠から男は。
なんで知らない間に弟子が増えてんの。
Oh, okay, never mind. It's not Bump of Chicken, it's Eve. Oh, with Yorushika.
争いの時代に描かれて結託の日と共に禁じられた人を傷つける魔法。
スバーリボーには関わりたくない。
先生が言ってたの。
いつまで隠しておけるかな。
禁止されずに残った魔法はみんなを幸せにするためにあるんだって。
そう願うよ。そう願う。
Wait, did I just see? Ah, Saiga Mitsuki. Oh my god, I haven't heard her in a while. Okay, I'm really excited for this show now. The animation looked way better than I expected. Glad they took the extra time and delayed the release. Got goosebumps. Oh, I love the music. Okay, next are season 2s of shows that I don't think I've ever watched. And yeah, that includes Dr. Stone. Yeah, I haven't watched Dr. Stone or Iruma. Wow, Iruma-kun is in the 4th season already. Wow. Oh, okay, Yomi no Tsugai. Yomi no Tsugai? Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, this is another one I've been really excited of. I've been reading the manga of this, and I've always known it's going to get a anime production. Because, come on, we're talking about Hiromu Arakawa, and, oh wait, this is by Bones too. Okay, extra points for excitement. Yomi no Tsugai and Steel Ball Run are probably my most anticipated shows of the season. And although so far it hasn't reached the epicness in terms of scale when compared to Full Metal Alchemist, the focus on different villages and families so far is shrouded in mystery and very interesting. Plus it's got great characters, action, and I really like the use of, wait, what are those Shikigami called? Well, they're not really Shikigami. Let's see. They're called daemons? Yeah, daemons. More like guardian deities, I think. But yeah, they have actual personality and it's very interesting. Now let's watch the PV.
夜と昼を分かつ子が生まれてしまった。
そんなにいいかね下界。朝元気？
今日もきちんとお勤めを果たしてるよ。
心配すんな。俺は絶対にこの村を出ない。お前ら何者だ。そこを抜け。
お前左右様を使え。
すごい。
Ooh, Bondi for the opening.
父様と母様を。
Yeah, this overall just looks like a very solid production. Next, let's see, more sequels of shows that I don't know. This does not look like my genre. Wait, Liar Game? Were there already several adaptations, or were they all live action? Oh, I think they might have all been live action. Okay, seems like this is the first anime. I remember watching the live action ages ago, and I thought it was pretty good. Honestly, I don't know if this needed an anime adaptation. Ooh, it's by Madhouse, too. Seems like they're really digging up these old IPs, huh? Honestly, I don't remember much.
馬鹿正直のなお。
お届け物です。
あなたはこの度見事ライアーゲームトーナメントにエントリーされました。
正直じゃいけませんか？
救いたいだけ。
As expected, Madhouse looks really solid. I think I might watch this. Next. Wow, Rent a Girlfriend is back with another season. There's enough discourse online that I know what the show's about without actually watching it. Let's see, what's this? Looks like a romance. In 6th grade, childhood friends Yukiya, Asagi, and Miku Sakura created a game with the objective to embarrass the other person by taking turns saying I love you. 4 years later, even as a blah 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 blah. Tender feelings begin to bloom. Looks like a skip for me. I'm just not into shows that revolve solely on romance. Like if there's more comedy in it, it looks like the shtick could be pretty repetitive. Yeah, so that's a skip from me. Marriage Toxin. Wait, I forgot this had an anime announced for it. I've been reading the manga. I think the manga is entering the last stretch of the story, but wow. I wonder if we'll be getting multiple seasons of this. This is another manga I think would do pretty well in anime form. Just like Yomi no Tsukai. It's a great mix of romance and action. Our girl here is a poison-using assassin looking for a marriage partner with the help of Mei. All the characters are really charming, and I think the design of all the potential marriage partners are all done very well. And I think this show will spark some pretty epic waifu wars in the comment section. Also, Bones is doing this. Bones really knows how to pick them, eh?
後悔しろ。
絶対嫌に決まってんじゃん。
契約成立だ。分かったんだよ。
ケロ君ってマジでめちゃくちゃ腕が立つわけ？
あんたらはクズ人間だ。
もっと有意義な価値創造なされたらいかがです？
運命に
同感種。毒使いさんですよね。あんたを助けに来た。お前が必要だ。
王子様作戦。
練習
全然ダメだよ。
最高の結婚できるかな。
もちろん私がついてるからね。
ふつつか者だがよろしく頼む。
これは毒使いゲロヒカルの婚活物語である。
Okay, yeah, another show onto my list. I'm very excited. Okay. Next, Reincarnation no Kabin. There exists an object known as the Branch of Reincarnation that can grant people the talents of the past the past lives. Okay. So long as they slit their own throat with it? Blah, 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 blah. A returner who has resurrected the talents of her past life using the Branch of Reincarnation as she fights against a serial killer. This reads like a light novel, the synopsis, but actually based on a manga. Ben 10 Film. Are they new? Yeah, I don't think they've done much. Let's watch the PV.
機は熟した。こっからが本番だ。
完全な回り物に。輪廻の枝にて前世を遡り才能を引き出す。人類に害をなす前世の才能が引き出された場合は迅速に排除にあたる。それが我々偉人の森の活動理念なのだ。いびつに天霊法役者のカバネ。我らは悟った。奴らを一掃することこそ何より優先すべき人類貢献なのだと。
It kind of reminds me of one of those death game genres. I might watch an episode or two just to see what it's like after the season ends. But yeah, not an immediate watch for me. Let's see, second season of one of the villainous anime. Wait, what's this? Rooster Fighter, based on a web manga. PV. Yeah. What is this? Attack on Titan?
てめえらの好きにはさせねえ。
ねえ君、これ食べる？フライドチキン美味しいよ。
That's CGI. CGI actually looks decent.
面白いじゃねえか。とさかに来るぜ。
This actually looks like it's gonna be a pretty fun watch. I might watch it, watch a few episodes. Oh, next is another one I've been looking forward to, by Nakamura-kun. This was announced a while ago, I believe. I think almost 2 years ago. I love Shunde, the author's art, and this is just a very funny, cute story about Nakamura-kun crushing over his classmate. I do wonder if they're going to expand on the story because I remember the manga being pretty short. What's Studio Drive done? Oh, Konosuba. Okay, I think we're in good hands. Just watch this one.
それは初めての衝撃で一目惚れだった。ウィス。失敗したー。普段言ったことね。ウィスとか言っちゃったー。瞬間的に絶対に許せねえ。何私何かしたっけ？川村さん、ファンです。ファン？嘘。
ねえねえ、さっきのイラストで描いてよ。私も見たい。出た！ハベドン！ありがとう、ありがとう。
Decent casting. The production looks great. I am so excited. It's gonna be a fun watch. Another gal anime. Oh, Needy Girl Overdose. I didn't know there's an anime for this coming out. I've seen these characters all over the anime figure community. I might give it an episode or two just to see what it's about, because it is about otaku culture, which should be pretty interesting. Wait, is that CGI?
この世界は狂っている。何百万のファンを熱狂させ、独自の世界観を磨き、常に高みへ登り続けるあなたたちにとっては、
私はインターネットエンジェルとして好きに生きているだけだよ。
欲しいあなたから
心配しなくていいよ。
一瞬でもいいからその輝きのそばに私を呼んで。
私、誰よりも美しいお姫様になるの。あなたたちが信仰を捧げるたび、天使は救済の使命を背負う。天使は画面の前のお前らを必ず救ってやるからさ。
The production looks not the best, but maybe watch 1 or 2 episodes of it. Akane Banashi. I know this is a pretty well-regarded shonen manga about Rakugo. I'm familiar with Rakugo only through the anime Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju, which I highly recommend. By the way, it's a great josei, full of drama. And their portrayal of Rakugo, the traditional art of it, is pretty excellent. I am curious how Rakugo is done through a shonen lens though, so this is very interesting. I might give it a watch. Quick. Oh, there's English sub version. Perfect.
尊敬する人、5年3組、大崎茜。夫は落語家で、話がとっても面白くて。
Is she gonna die?
落語家として。
It's pretty fluid, the animation.
ねえどうしたの？
ねえ、おっかってば。
I knew he was gonna die.
あの時から始まったんだ。
Or not.
弟子入りを認めてください。
Yeah, okay. I'm watching this. Can't help it, okay? Shonen. I'm just a shonen trash. Oh my god, how many shows are airing this season? I'm not even halfway done yet. And I've already added like 2 or 3 onto my list. What's this? Shun? The art looks pretty. Shunka Shuto. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Winter was once the only season in the world, but such an existence was too lonely to bear, and so it created spring to love. Seasons as characters. Interesting. For long, the earth, blah blah blah, agents of the 4 seasons, disappear from this land 10 years ago. Okay, taking the season of spring with her. Now, after incredible hardship, she has returned to restore the cycle to its proper state, and is, as in a myth, passed down since the dawn of time, she sends her love to winter. Oh, it's a light novel. It's by Wit Studio. So the visuals are gonna be pretty. It's definitely giving me my happy marriage vibes, like fantasy, there's supernatural stuff going on, romance, drama. I'll probably skip this. Doesn't seem like it's for me. Neither is this one. And let's see. Kori no Joheki. Oh, I've heard of this before. It's another romance, and I've heard it's pretty good, but again, I don't know. Yeah, I love Polygon School. Stories revolving on just romance just don't really interest me. Especially this one seems like this straight from the formula of socially inept girl gets pursued by extroverted boy and has her life changed. Yeah, so for now, it's probably a skip for me. If I'm wrong about some of these shows, like, feel free to correct me in the comments. Oh wow, another episode, 3rd season of the vending machine isekai. Diamond No Ace is back. It's been a long time, hasn't it? 2020. Oh my god, it's been 6 years since part 1. Wonder why it took so long. But I kind of rage quitted this show near the end. I remember I only had like a few episodes left of Act 1. I just didn't really like some of the decisions that were being made by the coach. Yeah, so probably won't be continuing this. We'll see. Maybe I might change my mind later down the line. Mao. Oh, yeah, I know this one. It's not as old as Inuyasha and Rama, but didn't this manga also end quite a while ago? It's also by Rumiko Takahashi. Based on what I remember, this is also kind of like a Inuyasha-esque story. There's like time travel involved. I remember something to do with this demon cat. Never mind, it's still ongoing. Okay, I was wrong.
命を差し出せ。
私は100年後の未来から来たの。魔王さんは大正時代の人なの？
あれから900年くらいは経ってしまったからな。
それ不老不死ってことだよね。
呪いだよ。私は病気に呪われている。
こう書きます。
Action actually looks really decent.
魔王様は陰陽師なので、あやかしと戦ったり、占ったりします。
That's another one on my watch list. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very weak towards yokai related shows. I just really like them. Okay, that's another one. Oh my god. I was not expecting spring to be this stacked. Okay, the next few ones do not look like they're my genre. Yeah, more light novels and... Wait, Fist of the North Star. In 2026? I'm kind of curious how many people are actually going to watch this. Like, the only remake of anime from the 90s that I watched so far... Actually, I don't know if Fist of the North Star is from the 90s. Might be the 80s. Well, the only remake I actually watched was Ranma, and it's been great. It's a great adaptation, and mostly because, one, I love martial arts, and also because of the nostalgia factor. Like with Urusei Yatsura, Jigoku Sensei Nube, Cat's Eye, these series are just ones that I didn't watch much as a kid, so I didn't watch Fist of the North Star either. But it is a classic, so I don't know if I'll watch it, but let's just watch the PV and see what it's like. Interesting.
てめえを倒すために
Oh no.
そこから這い戻ってきた。
CGI.
見ていくには水と食料だ。力のあるやつがこれを奪い、そして生きていく。
Is that Hanae Natsuki again?
一体何者だ？どこに行こうとしてんだ？
Yeah. The CGI is not great, I have to say. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a skip for me. I heard Hanae Natsuki. Was not expecting his voice to be in a show like this. Takeuchi Shinsuke for Kenshiro. Was it not? Oh, it's not Hanae Natsuki, it's Yamashita Daiki. Okay. Voice actor for Deku. I kind of feel bad for Fist of the North Star fans. That did not look great. Let's see. More romance. Skip. I can usually tell that I'm not into a show based on the promo art. So many romances. Is it because it's spring? Oh, this looks interesting. Drama. It's also by Madhouse. Awajima Hyake. Omnibus adolescent drama about young girls who attend a girls-only musical school. Oh. Is this by the same author as... It is! It's by the author of Wandering Sun. Oh my gosh. Now I'm intrigued. Let's watch the PV.
さっきの人間関係の話、あれをちょっと思い出して、みんなで手を伸ばし続く誰かの目には It's a daydream. All the stars that shine brightest burn out the fastest. 僕ら超えてゆけるさよならの中でも
Nagashima Miku?
光を感じたい。岡部恵美や小野田幸恵や伊吹桂子の物語はいつだって私たちの日常にある。
That looks great. Another show I'm watching. Holy crap. Am I halfway done? Okay, yeah, I'm a little bit over halfway. Kill Owl. Shuzo Ogami is a legendary hitman who has never failed an assignment. One day, after wiping out a powerful organization, he is stung by a mysterious wasp and collapses. When he wakes up, the fearsome 39-year-old assassin, wow, 39-year-old, okay, that's pretty new in terms of protagonists, has been transformed into a 13-year-old boy. Never mind. Okay, 39 to 13. Before he can even process what happened, his boss delivers a new order. In that body, infiltrate a middle school. Can Juzo return to his original form? Why do I feel like I've seen this art style before? Let me see the manga. Oh my gosh. It's a new manga by the author of Kuroko no Basket. This looks exactly like Kuroko with glasses. But yeah, oh my god, it's by him. Let me watch him with preview.
はい、次。
大神十三です。趣味はないな。
Okay, I was not expecting that voice.
はあ、参った。
つまんねえ人生だ。
なんじゃこれ誰？
キモい。消えてくれる。
きつー。
正体を隠すのは当然として、定額、退学になりそうな揉め事も起こさないように。
なるようになれだ。バカ野郎。
I'll probably watch like a few episodes of this after the season ends as well. It's not a high party show to watch. But yeah, it's giving me Spy Family vibes as well. It's more like comedy action kind of show, I think. Next, okay, not my genre. And ooh, what is this? Adult cast, production IG, drama. This looks interesting. Story follows Koichi Asakura, a designer for an ad agency who works hard but receives no recognition. After being dropped from a project, he visits a place from his past where he met Eren Yamagishi. Eren, meanwhile, is recognized as a genius left-handed graffiti artist in New York, while enduring the struggles that come from her own path in life. I'm very intrigued.
Fuck 大体こんなうまいやついんのかって。俺も描く。こんな絵描くやつが近くにいるって知ったら超焦る。俺はやだよ。普通の人生じゃやだよ。
Is this like the show for all the poor creatives in the industry right now?
サラリーマンだけど夢があるサラリーマンだろ。ずっと退屈だった。見せてみろよ。見てろよ、エレン。俺はなるぞ。
This show seems right up my alley. I'm glad they're coming out with more anime for adults. Don't know much about the plot, but I'll definitely give the first 2 episodes a try. Okay, next, Nippon Sangoku. I think people have recommended this manga before, but I've never read it. From what I heard, it's like if modern Japan were to split into 3 kingdoms, and I think the main character's goal is to try and unite it all. It's by Studio Kafka, so production values should be pretty high.
わしは本気でこの世を変えるためにここに来たんです。
後に奇才軍師と称される彼の伝説が始まる。
That's great.
邪魔するんやったら
I
帰
think
っ
the
て
character
や。
designs, you do have to get kind of used to them. But yeah, this is really
どう？
interesting.
すごいやろ。なんやねんその余裕。
この歴史の結末を日本三国。
Alright. Add to this. How many have I added so far? Oh my goodness. Okay, at least the next 2 don't seem like my genre. And that looks like a light novel title. What is this? Eh? What is this? Oyasumi Pum Pum, but wholesome? Okay, next. Fan club. Lighthearted rom-com. That's a skip. Snowball Earth. Yukio was was destroyed in battle and Tetsuo survived in an escape pod. I'm just gonna watch the PV.
鉄夫のやつ、今きっと泣き叫んでいるぞ。ブッハ
地下？この下でたくさんの人が暮らしているに違いない。まずは呼びかけて。
Oh, CGI looks actually really good. A lot of CGI shows this season.
初対面の人にこんなことやったことして眠れる三島モールだよ。
Oh my god, what is that robot?
どうぞよろしくね。モールの観光スポットを案内してあげます。
鉄夫です。
That's the roundest mecha I've ever seen.
ユキオ。
Okay, this looks very good in terms of production, but not really for me. It's probably a skip for me. But it looks pretty good for people who are into this Tatsunoko. Okay. Another one with adult cast. Another rom-com. So is this what it means to have roommates now? Office worker Rinko lives alone and is secretly an otaku. Ah, secretly an otaku. I can relate. One day, her apartment gets connected to the two neighboring rooms through a hole in the wall.
誰が
原始人だこら
Okay, so that's how the hole is made.
忙しい時に
喧嘩売ってきてんじゃねえぞ。
警察を
ダメー。このお方はウサネコ部作者様のウサハル先生。
身の危険を感じたらすぐ呼んでね。
こら
食わせろ。お邪魔します。お邪魔します。
こうして神と信者と偽物彼氏さんとのおかしな共同生活が始まりました。
Seems like a pretty fun little rom-com. The otaku spin to it seems pretty interesting. Alright, next light novel. Skip Daikenja. That's a web manga, but sounds like a light novel. Not my genre. Skip, skip, skip. Kami no Shizuku. Wait, first Liar game, now Kami no Shizuku? I remember the manga and live action being pretty well acclaimed back then. As a kid, I had no interest in wine, so I never really watched or read it. This might be a good chance to finally see what all fuss is about. We don't often get seinen adaptations. Studio Satellite, pretty solid studio. Let's see the PV.
今日午後3時過ぎ、ワイン評論家の神崎豊氏が都内の自宅で亡くなりました。
遺言状です。
神の雫。
親父はワインのことなんて何一つ教えてくれなかった。
およそ120億円。
キャスト。
Kaminashi Kazuya? Oh, they have the actor voicing the character. I wonder, did he play like the original character in the live action? He did! Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'll probably be watching this as well. Ghost Concert. This is mixed media. Seems like one of those Vocaloid light shows, probably. Skip form. Wait, what? What? This got an anime adaptation? Yaki Yakosho. Oh my god. This is one of my favorite manga. It's like a scarier or darker version of Natsume's Book of Friends. How have I not heard about this? Wow. Imageworks, Studio Imagica Infos. I know these studios. I'm curious how they're adapting this because I feel like the art is kind of hard to translate into anime. Okay, they've done Kusuriya, Apothecary Diaries. Wait, there's no PV. Is this really airing this season? There's no PV. The image promo pic is from the manga. Interesting. Imageworks, I'm not familiar with them. Yeah, I don't know of these shows. Yeah, the fact that there's no PV has me a little worried. But oh my god, this is one of my favorite manga. I really hope they don't butcher this. Or if they're not done with it, can they please at least delay it? This is a very, very good story. It's one of those episodic, but there's some running through lines. I had to stop reading the manga to wait for new chapters to build up for a while. Okay, I really missed this. Can't believe this is getting an anime adaptation. Next few shows aren't my genre. ONAs. Dorohedoro. Season 2. I didn't watch Season 1. I've heard great things, but the gore in the show makes me a little hesitant to start. Heard it's great though. But yeah, also by MAPPA, definitely pretty good. Dandelion. Okay, yeah, I'm actually kind of excited for this, since it's an adaptation of a one-shot by Hideaki Sorachi, the mangaka of Gintama. I'm pretty excited for this. No release date yet, and no PV. Adding this to my watch list. The rest are shows I don't know. Movies. Oh, Mononoke Movie 3 is coming out. I haven't watched the second one yet. I don't think the second one's out where I'm at yet. So still waiting for the second one, but this is also a plan to watch for me. Hibike Euphonium is getting a movie. I have not seen any Hibike, unfortunately. More Detective Conan specials. Last but not least is the last chapter of My Hero Academia. Now, this is adapting the final chapter of the manga. I am so excited for this. This is coming out in May. I cannot wait to see Class 1A all grown up in anime form. Also curious about how the anime-only community is going to react, because I remember the manga community, reactions were kind of divisive. I just hope it's as positive as people's reactions to the last episode of the final season. I really love this last chapter. I cannot wait for it. And that's it. Wow, there were a lot more shows than I originally expected. I also added a bunch of new shows that I'm interested in checking out, so looks like things aren't slowing down in this upcoming season. My must-watches are, of course, Steel Ball Run. Now that I think about it, why is it not on this list? Is it winter 2026? I guess Netflix shows just exist outside of the season. Okay. Yeah, so my must-watches are definitely Steel Ball Run. Perfect to watch a horse race in the year of the horse. It's also the most critically acclaimed JoJo part according to the community, so I have high expectations. Netflix, don't screw this up. The only worry I have is, of course, for the release schedule, because they really screw things up with Stone Ocean by having a 1-year gap in between one of the batches. And that really made the story even harder to follow for an already very confusing part. But yeah, so my must-watches are definitely Steel Ball Run, Witch Hat Atelier, Yomi no Tsugai, Marriage Toxin, Gambare Nakamura-kun. As for the ONAs and movies that I'll be watching for sure are Dandelion, My Hero Academia More, and Mononoke, the third movie. Next are the shows that I'll be watching 1 or 2 episodes during the season before deciding whether or not to continue with the series. And these are Rooster Fighter, Akane Banashi, Mao, Awajima Hyakke, Hidari Kiki no Eren, Nippon Sangoku, Kami no Shizuku, and Hyaki Yakusho, if it airs. Apart from Hyaki Yakusho, the rest look pretty solid in terms of animation and music, so it would be down to whether or not the plot and the characters actually click with me. Now, after the season ends, I'll be watching Liar Game, mostly because I think this type of show I would enjoy more if I could binge watch it rather than follow it weekly by weekly. And then I'm also thinking about checking out Reincarnation no Kaben, Needy Girl Overdose, and Kill Owl. These three don't look like they have as high of production levels as some of the other shows coming out this season, but I am very curious about the plot of these shows, so I'll be on the lookout for post-season reviews and maybe checking them out when I have time in the future. So that's 5 more shows that I'll be watching on top of the shows that I have left over from winter, and 8 more potential shows that I'll be checking out. I'm not sure if I'll have the time to watch everything, but that's my watch list so far. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and are able to find some new shows to add to your watch lists. What shows are you guys most looking forward to? Let me know in the comments. Bye-bye.